Inflation is at a 4-decade high, and that's causing problems for local families and businesses. Many are paying more than ever before for gas, groceries, and other essential items. The nation's inflation rate for the 12-month period that ended last month rose 8.6%, according to the Consumer Price Index. Within the last few hours, President Biden addressed the nationwide rising costs.
But make no mistake about it, I understand inflation is a real challenge to American families. Today's inflation report confirmed what Americans already know. Putin's price hike is hitting America hard. My administration is going to continue everything we can to lower the prices to the American people, and the Congress has to act, and they have been of late.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis also addressed inflation today while in Flagler County for an unrelated bill signing, putting the inflation blame squarely on one person.
I do think it's sad to see some of the economic numbers with the Biden inflation coming out. 8.6%. They had tried to say, first they said it wasn't going to happen, then it was transitory, then it would basically kind of solve itself. They said it was going to moderate 2 months ago, and now it's accelerating, unfortunately, as a result of a lot of bad policy choices that have been made over the last year and a half.
Among the factors for the major hike, filling up the tank. The national average for a gallon of regular gas is nearly $4.99, according to AAA. In Florida, it's $4.82. In Georgia, it's $4.43. And as News4Jax reporter and anchor Vic Micolucci shows us, some people are changing their priorities just to balance their budgets.
5 bags, spent almost $50.
Yeah.
Just on little things.
The Browns are noticing their bills are much higher nowadays with food and fuel.
Spent $80 a couple days ago, and it still didn't get full.
What's that doing for your budget?
We're trying to stay within budget, but it's kind of hard, especially we have 2 small kids. So it's kind of, you have to balance everything out.
Inflation just hit a 40-year high. And it's not just gas and groceries. Inflation means you're likely paying much more all across the board. At the Cookbook restaurant in Springfield, owner Brandon Byers is feeling the heat.
It could definitely be a challenge sustaining through a pandemic, and now inflation with prices of produce, meat, chicken is through the roof. Lamb is crazy. I checked it out yesterday.
He says many foods are double in price, and some of those hikes mean menu items will cost a bit more.
We've actually had to make adjustments to our menu as well to take some items off that are just too expensive to sell for an everyday type of mom and pop's restaurant.
Thankfully, he says loyal customers understand and continue to support his small business. Consumer prices surged 8.6% last month from 12 months earlier. With rent and home prices spiking, families living paycheck to paycheck are most affected.
On News4Jax.com, we asked you how you are adapting. One viewer wrote us, "We cut our activities and try to do more things at home instead of going out. Unfortunately, my employer went from remote to a hybrid work schedule, which increased my family's already tight budget." Another one said, "Driving significantly less, cut most streaming services, no vacation this year, haven't eaten at a restaurant or fast food in 2 months." We want to hear from you. You can leave your comments inside this story. It's on our homepage. I'm Vic Micolucci, Channel 4, the local station.
Today's inflation report is also already taking its toll on the stock market. The Dow plunged, closing down 880 points for the day, or 2.5%. The S&P 500 shed 2.7%, and the Nasdaq dropped about 3% after inflation numbers sent investors reeling, with new worries that the Federal Reserve will hike interest rates even higher. The central bank is already expected to raise rates 0.5% next week.